Bro. Hey, yo, for my friends and family that know me, welcome back. For those who are new, welcome in. Finally feeling so much better, thankfully. And figured last time it was such a blur getting into the city, going on these bus tours and seeing some of the stuff. This time, though, I wanted to take it a little slow, stretch my legs out, and go for a walk. I feel like that is the best way to explore a new city. So instead of seeing it all behind glass and being in a car or a van, let's take a stroll and really see what the local area is about.
Knows the entire area. Yeah. Oh yeah. We really get the proper tour today. So far, so good.
So one of the first things I had to adjust to real quick was learning how to cross the streets. There are no push for walk signs or anything like that.
And across the street with purpose. Do it like you mean it.
It's actually feeling like real life Frogger. So you have to be able to anticipate and find the holes in the traffic to find your way around. But the good news is no one's ever really driving that fast. Like, cars aren't blazing down here at 45 miles per hour. I think in most places, the speed limit is like 30K per hour. And I'll put that conversion up there for y'all, but it's not that quick. And with the roads being so wide open and not as narrow and curvy as some parts of Boston, you can see them coming from well away, and they are looking for you. They are anticipating people crossing the road, which is a very different scenario from being invisible on the road. I was even cycling a couple of days ago, and yeah, the cars basically move like bikes. They're taking their time, they're going slowly, and everybody merges and kind of zippers in. So for the uninitiated, it might look like chaos if you're only used to driving in the West, but it's kind of like a symphony, and it has that organized chaos vibe to it where everything just kind of flows and finds its way to fall into place. I talked about the admin day that we had, and there was one critical thing that I missed, and that was getting a local SIM card. Now, that's not to say that T-Mobile service doesn't work out here. It certainly does, and AT&T as well, but it's expensive. And I'm sorry, I gotta tell y'all straight up, if you've been trying to text me in the last 3 weeks, I'm not gonna look at it. Sorry, I've blocked those because that is a very expensive text. If you have my VoIP number, use that. Or better yet, get me on WhatsApp. It is legit the most popular messaging app in the planet. So that's not a promo, that's not a plug or anything. Just use WhatsApp. But SIM cards and messaging now sorted. We did a little bit of recon to get the lay of the land and plan out the day.
And that's quite a public area. We're going to have a big concert there in September.
Right about that.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
That's Billy, who actually came out here in March to do a little bit of recon, kind of get the lay of the land before making the move over here. I wish I had that opportunity, but I'm so glad that I met him. Billy, if you're seeing this, appreciate you, dude. It's been so cool learning from what you've already seen. And it's made a world of difference from like, oh, I don't know where we're going, versus, oh, yeah. I'm feeling like a local walking around here. Now, I did do some research and I watched some videos before getting here, and I saw these big, wide sidewalks, and I was like, yeah, right, where is that? How much of that actually exists? And dude, it is the next street over. And my goodness, it is all immaculate. This is the thing that I also wasn't expecting, because I'll be real with you, Boston's kind of dirty. And I don't mean like, oh, but like there's just trash everywhere, right?
Buddy, this road right here, though, you seen this?
You've got trash compactors, but they're generally overflowing. Folks walking around dropping gum wrappers, cigarette butts, littering all over the place. And to think that I get here, the streets are immaculate. Part of that is every morning while I'm out running, I see people dedicated to cleaning up the streets. People hold on to their trash until they get to the next receptacle. There is not a trash can on every street corner. And I did hear that from a guy that, hey, the more trash cans you have, the less likely people are to use them. And that didn't really make sense to me, but I think there's some of that working over here where, listen, everything is way cleaner than I could have possibly expected in all these public spaces. And another surprise about these streets, listen, these bike lanes all over the place, and they are brand new. As I was getting off the plane, I saw a bunch of these being made, and the rapid development is outrageous. The interesting thing about it is I found out it's actually illegal to walk in the bike lanes, so it's very well respected. I got in a little bit of trouble actually, because I wasn't expecting there to be bike lanes and for them to be so nice, that I was riding one morning and a police officer was like urging me to get on the bike lane. We built these beautiful bike lanes, use them. And fair enough, I got on. Thank you. The cultural center, oh my goodness. This city is so beautiful. I cannot get enough. I cannot wait to take a tour inside. We're just walking through today. And another day, we'll get into this, see all the museums, but my goodness, how beautiful is it out here? We gotta take the trains. We've been walking about 5K so far today, seeing the sights. Can't wait to stop and have some more amazing coffee. We got into more of a commercial shopping area. It is still a city, right? So yeah, this is where all of the vendors were out, bus depot, and so much happening. But it's a city after all, so like, what did you expect, right?
We are going to pull in for a little cafe stop, grab some lunch.
Been a hell of a walk, man. This city is beautiful. It is bustling. I'm about it.
Speaking of cafe stops, had to pop down to my favorite cafe stop so far, Legend Coffee, legit right across from my place. I try not to go here every day, but once a week for sure, maybe twice a week. It is fantastic. Like, check out that latte art, and I've got a baklava to set it off. Fantastic. But the highlights and the lowlights, there is some rapid development, and part of that means things have to get torn down. I've read some articles on that, and it sucks to see people's livelihood getting torn down to make way for the new development. But it is what it is, I guess, because if you're going to modernize, you can't also have some of these things still stuck in the old ways. Looking at some of these high rises and the wide sidewalks and the bike lanes and these big beautiful buildings coming up and the lights that they're putting out, like, they're really taking a step into modernity. But at the same time, it does break my heart when you see some of these things getting torn down. Real example, we walked by about a week ago and saw this one coffee stop that we wanted to visit, and a week later it's torn down and something else big and beautiful is on its way. Them's be the breaks. I've said that before, I'll say it again. It's not all perfect, but it is a very, very nice place to be. We pulled through Meskel Square. Now this place was awesome. There's a big train station there too, but of course what caught my eye was the giant screen in the city square, prominently displaying the Olympics. And it doesn't hurt that you've got a gold medalist in the marathon as all of this is happening too. So that was really cool to see, and watching the city kind of celebrate that in a huge way. But check out all these other screens that are there. Now I'm in Meskel Square, and there's a big history there. I went to a museum in there, more on that in another one, but that's a big, beautiful place to check out. It's been such an incredible time.
Hold up. I was about to wrap up that entire video without saying a word about the rain, and serves me right, because there it comes. We'll say more about it in another one, but it is the rainy season, and boy does it. Yo, look at this puddle. Yeah, it's the rainy season, and it does rain. But all right, y'all, that's it for this one for real this time. Till next time, y'all, it's been real.